But there's two ways you can do this, right? You can write down all local businesses that you think are appropriate, or look at all the other fighters that have got sponsors. Scaffold companies, bricklaying companies, marketing companies, tattoo companies. Look at all the sponsors on other fighters, right? And I'll use scaffolding companies for the example here. So now you know that there's more than one fighter on the roster here that's got a scaffolding company, right? You can find common denominators. I'll look at 20 fighters that have got sponsors. Of them 20, 9 of them have got scaffolding companies or building companies sponsoring them. So the building game's a good option, right? Because there's a common denominator there. Now I'm going to look in my area, all of the building companies in the area. Now I've got a list of 150 building companies in the area. Use bricklayers, for example, right? There's 150 bricklayers in the company, in my area. Now I'm going to approach every single one of them and say, right, I'm a boxer. This is what I've done. This is what I want to achieve. But for me to give it everything, I need support financially. A bricklaying company might be able to afford to give you £500 a month. That's fucking half a week's wage for one brickie. A local chip shop ain't giving you £500 a month. They can't afford to do that.
Right.
So think practically about who you approach. And then don't just write an email out and then send it to 150 people. It's not going to work. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you might have to go out and see them and say, right, how you doing? I'm a local boxer. All I'm trying to do is just spread the word, let people know I exist. You know, here's a fucking leaflet or my card, you know, check out my Instagram or whatever you want to do. Find your best fucking video on Instagram and let them know you fucking had 70,000 views. I boxed on a show with David Price.
Yeah.
So I had hundreds of thousands of views because David Price was on it.
Yeah, right.
But they were watching when I go and screenshot my fight and it's got 300,000 views or 1 million views because David Price is on in 2 fights time, he don't know that. I'm like, look, 1 million people watch my fight.